I only took the turn because my GPS glitched and showed a road that wasn't there before. 5 minutes in and my phone died, my engine cut off, and every direction I looked was pitch black forest. That's when I saw the man standing in the middle of the road, staring at me with no eyes. Rain tapped like fingers on the windshield as Aarav wiped the fog from the glass. He was driving back to Delhi from a business trip in Himachal. Tired, half-lost, and with barely 1 bar of signal, he just wanted to get home. His GPS recalculated again and suddenly flashed a new route, a straight road labeled NH703X. It cut directly through the forest and shaved off an hour. He blinked. 703X? He had never heard of that one before. The map pinched in, then out, and the road vanished. What the hell? He muttered. He pulled over, refreshed the app, and the road reappeared. Long, narrow, winding through nothing but black forest. Aarav shrugged. If it gets me home faster, the moment he turned onto it, his radio fizzed out. No music. Just static. The trees closed in on either side like watching eyes. The road was barely wide enough for 1 car. No streetlights, no signboards, no sounds except for the constant hum of tires over gravel and the occasional snap of a branch deep within the woods. The air grew colder. Not like regular night cold. This was still, wet, unbreathable cold, like stepping inside a freezer that had been sealed for years. Aarav cracked his window to breathe, but recoiled immediately. The stench hit him like rot, a mix of damp earth, dead leaves, and something metallic, like rust or old blood. Then he saw it. A man. Standing in the middle of the road. Motionless. Aarav slammed the brakes. The figure didn't move. He wore an old, muddy jacket. His head was tilted slightly. His arms hung limp. And his face had no eyes. Just 2 sunken pits, black and hollow. Aarav blinked. And the man was gone. Aarav drove faster. His heart thudded in his ears. Maybe it was a hallucination. He hadn't eaten all day after all. Then came the sign. It read, "Welcome to Damper," painted in flaking white letters on a crooked wooden board. He frowned. Damper? That wasn't on any route between Himachal and Delhi. He slowed down and searched his phone. No signal. No battery. The screen flashed and went dead. He drove into the village anyway. But it wasn't a village. Not anymore. Crumbling huts. Overgrown grass. Broken windows. No lights. No people. Only shadows moving behind cracked curtains. He parked in front of a temple. The doors hung open, the bell still swinging as if someone had just rung it. But the place was empty. Then he heard the whisper. You shouldn't be here. Aarav wasn't just a man on a business trip. He was running. 2 months ago, his younger sister Ria had gone missing after visiting an old fort for a photography assignment. Her last message had said, "Found an old village." Not on the map. "I'll send pics later." She never sent them. Now, staring at the same kind of place she had described, a sinking dread clawed at his chest. He walked into the temple. Dust clung to every surface. Candle stubs melted into the floor. A faded portrait of Kali Ma stared down at him, but someone had scratched her face out. Deep gouges ran through the frame. Something moved behind him. He spun around. No one. But the bell above him suddenly stopped swinging. He ran back to his car. The engine wouldn't start. Click. Click. Nothing. In the rearview mirror, the temple stood still. Then, in one blink, a shadow darted across the doorway. Another whisper, closer this time, she came too. She saw the truth. Aarav froze. She? He stepped out, trembling. Ria, he called out. Silence. Then, from one of the huts, he heard a creaking door open. Aarav followed the sound, pushing the door open with shaky hands. The smell hit him instantly like mildew, rotting wood, and wet fabric. Inside, a dusty mattress. A broken mirror. And a camera. Ria's camera. He picked it up. Still warm. Still working. He flipped through the pictures. Dark forest. The road. The signboard, "Welcome to Damper." And then her face. Terrified. Eyes wide. Staring at something behind the camera. The last picture was black. Except for one thing. Two glowing eyes. Red. Watching. Who's there? Aarav shouted. A voice from the shadows replied, soft, almost childlike. She stayed too long. Now she's part of the road. He turned. A little boy stood there, barefoot in torn clothes. Where is she? Aarav demanded. The boy just pointed. To the house where the road ends. And where's that? The boy smiled. It doesn't end. The lights in the hut flickered and died. Aarav walked down the road, guided only by the moonlight. Eventually, he reached a large colonial house, its white walls streaked with black moss. Ivy climbed its facade like claws. The door creaked open on its own. Inside, time didn't exist. Paintings blinked. Walls pulsed. The floorboards sighed. In the center of the living room was a dining table set for one. And on the table, a map. Aarav leaned in. It was the map of the region. All towns marked clearly. Except Damper. In its place, a long black streak of ink. And written in red, the road never existed. But the people who take it do. He stepped back. A mirror across the hall showed his reflection. Except it wasn't moving with him anymore. It smiled. The house trembled. Screams echoed from the walls, not one, but many layered like a choir of the damned. He ran upstairs, following the sound of crying. One door stood open. Inside, a small room with peeling wallpaper, and in the center, Rhea, sitting on the floor, eyes glassy, skin pale, whispering to herself. Rhea, he ran to her. She looked up slowly. You shouldn't have come, she whispered. I'm getting you out of here, he said. She smiled. You can't. You're already part of it. What? She pointed to the window. Aarav looked. His car was gone. The forest had shifted. There was no road anymore. Only trees. And figures. Hundreds of them. Standing. Watching. Waiting. Aarav grabbed Rhea's hand and ran down the stairs. But the door was gone. The entire front wall vanished. Just endless hallway after hallway, all leading back to the same spot. The dining table. The map. The reflection. Now the mirror showed two people sitting at the table. Him. And Rhea. Both smiling. Both lifeless. The boy's voice echoed once more. They always come looking. And the road always takes. Fade to black. Cut to a new person, weeks later, their GPS glitching, showing NH703X. They squint at the screen. Never seen this road before.